In this, our final lesson in the Woman at the Well Bible study, we're going to wrap up our view of the worship and then look at the water pot and the witness of the woman. Our testimonies are powerful tools to bringing others to Christ. We don't have the power to change their hearts. Only God can do that. But when we stop and look at the story of the woman at the well, we see her bravery. When Jesus confronted her sin, she immediately began talking about theology. And Jesus did not shy away from that challenge. He confronted the way that the Samaritans were worshiping and the error of their ways, hinting all the while that the time is now that we all will worship God in spirit and in truth. This astonishes her, and she says, I know when Messiah comes, he will show me all things. And then Jesus proclaims, I, who am speaking to you, am he. Anyone who comes into contact with the living God is forever changed. I told you a little bit about when my husband encountered Jesus, and he was changed. You read through the Bible, all the people who encountered God and were forever changed. Sometimes their outer appearance was transfigured, and that happened with the encounter of Jesus too. But Jesus didn't always heal everybody, and he didn't always speak to everyone. Remember, he spoke to Pontius Pilate, but he remained silent to King Herod. Jesus changes everything. And so here was this woman at the well, a Samaritan woman, speaking to this first century Jewish man, and she now learns that she was right. There was something different about him. He is Messiah. Even she and her people knew of the Messiah to come. And how does she react? Does she continue drawing water from the well? No. She sets down her water pot, and she is forever changed. Her true purpose has been abandoned, and now she has a new purpose in life. She is a new creation. What about you? Have you set down your water pot? Have you found that new purpose in Christ? You can. Remember, Jesus had to break the woman, just like he had to break me before he could use me. But as we learned about kintsugi, the Japanese art of repairing broken vessels, God repaired her. Jesus spoke to her, confronted her sin, broke her, and then started to repair her. And so that way he could fill her with his living water to overflowing. And that's what he did with me. He broke me, and it hurt, but then he repaired me. And now I am worth more repaired than I ever was before I was broken. And since then, God has used me to bring others to him and to teach his word. The woman ran to the men and said, Come see the man who told me all that I ever did. Could he be the Christ? What bravery. What about you? Have you shared your story? Why not? Shame? Well, we talked about shame. And remember, Jesus could sympathize with the woman and her shame because he too had been despised. He was held in low esteem. No one even considered him. He was not considered special at all while he walked the earth. So he understood what it was like to have that shame. And so that's why he spoke with her and changed her. And he changed you too, and can use you in spite of the shame. So be used by God. There is no greater thing. He has restored you, repaired you, and now he wants to use you. His broken vessel that he mended. So accept the challenge. Take your story and go tell others all that God ever did for you and bring them to Him, just like the woman at the well did.